Hi, and welcome to Camille's Country Corner. I am Camille, and on today's episode, we will be making a Southern classic. It is a chess pie, and since the holidays are coming up and Thanksgiving is right around the corner, why not make a classic pie? So let's go ahead and get started. I will show you what is needed. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe. Definitely hit that like button. Let's get started. For this recipe, we're going to use the Southern Living recipe. So you will need some sugar, some cornmeal, some flour, vinegar, 4 eggs, some vanilla, butter, and salt. Pretty simple recipe. I'll show you how to put it together, but we're first going to make our from scratch crust. All right, I'm going to use the food processor today to make my crust. I'm going to make it simple for myself. We're going to use 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Oh, look, I haven't even gotten this set up yet. Okay, I have my 2 cups of flour. I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of salt here. Let me make sure that, yep, that's correct. And then I have 3/4 of a cup of chilled Crisco that I'm going to be using. And then we just need to go ahead and blend. So we're going to start pulsing this. All right, now we are going to start adding in some of our ice water. Let's start with 4 tablespoons and see where that gets us. Not quite there yet. Let's try a couple more. I'm going to add 4 more because mine looks very dry. A couple more tablespoons should do it. Okay, that's exactly what you want to happen for your dough. Okay, so I'm going to get some plastic wrap. This will make 2 9-inch doughs. So since we are only going to be doing 1 pie today, I'm going to wrap half of this and save the other one for later. But we need to chill this in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, we are going to roll out our 9-inch pie crust. Doesn't have to be perfect. my knife. And I'm just crimping the edges. Okay, and now we are just going to dock it. Docking just means that it won't poof up. All right, we've got our pie weights in here, and now I'm going to put it in a preheated oven at 425 for about 8 minutes. While our pie crust is doing a par bake, which is a partial bake, we're going to go ahead and add our 2 cups of sugar. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of cornmeal. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of flour. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Let's go ahead and whisk this up a little bit just to combine. All right, we've got our 1/2 cup of melted butter. We've got 1/4 cup of milk. We're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to use vanilla bean paste here. And then we need 1 tablespoon of vinegar. I'm just using some white distilled vinegar here. Nothing special. All right, and then we're going to be adding 4 eggs. So let me go ahead and mix this first. And I'm just using a whisk here. You can pull out your electric mixer if you'd like. I'm just going to do this by hand today. Just want to make sure I did not get any shells in there. Okay, now we're just going to whisk this up. This is our custard for our chess pie. This comes out nice, buttery, almost like a butterscotch flavor. All right, next step is we're just going to wait for our crust to come out. And then we will fill it with our filling. Okay, now that our crust is done, I'm going to go ahead and pour our filling in. Doesn't that look beautiful and luscious? All right, and because I don't want our crust to burn, I'm going to just put this over it. It's one of those pie protector things to protect your crust. All right, I'm going to put this in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for 50 to 55 minutes. Bring you back as soon as it's ready. Now that our chess pie is done, look how beautiful that came out. Let's try a slice. All right, I have cut myself a slice, and yes, it's on a Christmas paper plate because I don't care. It's not Christmas yet. It's almost Thanksgiving. All right, so let's try this chess pie, shall we? It's been years since I have made one of these. So it just reminds me of an old-fashioned custard pie, which there's nothing wrong with that. They're delicious. I think I'm going to have a cup of tea, sit down with my dessert, and enjoy my after dinner delight. All right, guys, let me know what kind of desserts you're making for Thanksgiving. You'll see mine coming up in upcoming episodes, soon to follow this one. All right, I hope you try this one because it's fantastic. And we'll catch you on the next one. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe. Definitely hit that like. And thanks for stopping by here today and baking with me.